Before you start playing a board game, there is a specific way you're supposed to fold open this board game in order for it to not break. When you rush because you are too eager to get started, you tend to have the opposite effect. The board game breaks because it was forced, or you need to go back and see where it naturally folds. And the same thing can be said about creativity. Almost every day when I wake up, the first thing I think of is, what do I create next? I know that life is short, the competitors are getting ahead, and I have this mindset that I need to create something every single day. And if I'm not, I'm rather lazy and I need to get in shape. But the problem about creativity, unlike a habit or a chore, is that it can't be forced. Trying to force a script or an idea is as pointless as trying to break that board game open. It will eventually break and you will need to find a better solution on how to set up the game. I think that the problem with today's social media climate and content creation is that speed and volume seem to be the reward instead of bringing something authentic and meaningful to the table. How many social media gurus talk about uploading 3 to 5 times a week? How many people batch create in order to be able to upload every day for a whole month? Sure, creating a lot of content and uploading a lot helps. I mean, the more you upload, the more exposure you will get, so it will increase your chances to grow. But here is the problem. People only care about growth, and I'm not talking about personal growth or growth as a filmmaker. I'm talking about growth in numbers. If you truly want to make an impact, if you want your stories to mean something more than just a number, then you need to put more time and effort into your content. Not only time, but feelings. And feelings can't be forced. Feelings come when we feel so strongly about something that we can't stop thinking about it.
Take the lead. Cheers!
I mean, you've been there, right? You can relate. When you can't stop thinking about that girl or that dream job or that country or whatever it is, that's when we create the best art.
You should have. I was on the opposite side. I didn't hear any of that. No, I couldn't hear from my side.
When you force something in life, especially creativity, it will never turn out as good as if it came naturally. Forced creativity is rushed, and when you rush something, you tend to miss a lot of important things along that way. So what I've been starting to do in order to combat this is to simply create when I feel like it, to create when I feel inspired, to create when I feel things, and to create because I want to, and not just because I want to check off the next box for the week or for the month. When you stop forcing things, you are basically telling your body that this time right now is better spent doing something else. Austin Kleon says in his book Steal Like an Artist that creative people need time to just sit around and do nothing. I get some of my best ideas when I'm bored, which is why I never take my shirts to the cleaners. I love ironing my shirts. It's so boring. I almost always get good ideas. If you're out of ideas, wash the dishes. Take a really long walk. Stare at a spot on the wall for as long as you can. Don't feel bad about doing nothing. Don't feel bad about not creating every single day. Because it's not realistic. Let's not fool ourselves into thinking we are these machines. We're humans, and art comes from humanity. And that means we do need breaks. I think that when you do things in your life, like hanging with your friends, watching a new movie, trying new things, traveling, you are able to find inspiration in that, wanting you to create something for yourself. It comes naturally because it comes from the source of life. So as long as you're doing these things, you will always find inspiration. So create when you feel like it. Create when you feel inspired as fuck. And create when you have something you want to share with the world.